LeakJones.com.
Hey, what's happening? It's your boy Big K.R.I.T, third coast representing Mississippi, native Cadillactica is about to enter the solar system, shouted. And you know I'm rocking with LeakJones, pimpin'.
I'm Nate Reyes, IFC with LeakJones, and we're here at the Pay Attention Tour with Big K.R.I.T.
What's happening, man? How y'all doing, man? What's
Good,
going on?
good.
What's going on?
Alright, well,
Yeah, man, we're ready.
300 block.
300 block.
300 block.
Man, straight up.
Okay, alright.
I mean, I grew up and listened to a variety, man. If you're talking about blues, you're talking about B.B. King, Terry Davis, you know what I'm saying, people like that. And then, hip-hop wise, UGK, Outkast, 8-Ball, and JG, 3-6 Mafia, Player Fly, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, soul music, obviously Willie Hutch, Bobby Womack, and Curtis Mayfield, and Pac and Biggie. Like, these kind of people definitely influenced me as a youngin', you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Tremendously. I recently started to, write rhymes and think about writing rhymes when I found out a lot of Tupac's songs and poems. Because I started writing poetry before I was writing bars,
I can see that.
And just the passion in his voice is like, as long as you're saying something important or you have some kind of passion or feeling behind your music, it doesn't necessarily mean you have to be the most lyrical individual in the world. Mm-hmm. But if you mean it and it's coming from a genuine place, people will gravitate to it. Mm-hmm. And that's what I got from Pac, with a lot of his music. Because, man, I was in Mississippi and we talking about West Side, you feel me?
Yeah.
So it was bigger than hip hop, it was a revolution,
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I still don't have a record with Outkast as a whole. I don't have a song with Adele yet. I'm gonna make that happen.
Adele.
Yeah, I need one of those. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
I need a song with Goody Mob. I don't have one of those yet. I haven't done a song with Scarface yet. You know what I'm saying? I need one of those. Al Green, you know what I'm saying? I would love to do a record with Al Green. Sure. I wanted to do a record with Bobby Womack, you know what I'm saying? Some original Rest of Soul. Yeah, man, and Def Cab for Cutie, Coldplay, Esbrand Spalding. That's a lot of people.
Oh man, so you're going outside of a lot of hip hop.
Man, because I can't be put in the genre. I feel like I not only as far as being a producer, but I love all kinds of music. So I want to be a part of it all and put like a little country-ish in that shit, live it, just, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Well, normally the beat comes first, but it also can be having the topic of the song. The record Returning Forever literally came about by me and Big Son just riding around, and I was like, man, I want to do a record called Returning Forever, and I just had that name, and then it ended up being one of the last songs that was actually on Returning Forever the tape. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so it's like, well, actually, K.R.I.T was in it, but it was one of those situations where the topic, I got a topic and I go find a sample or find an instrument to me that represents the topic of the song. Yeah. And I build off that. And then I complete the beat, then I write the hook, then I write the verses. Because it's very important that the whole song sounds cohesive. And that's what I've always believed in.
I feel like a lot of your lyrics sound like more poetic than like a lot of other rappers. Like even there's some songs where like you even start out the songs and it's just you basically like a more spoken word type of feel to it. Yeah. So I feel like that's one thing I've always loved about your music. It feels more like I really can relate to what you're saying.
No doubt.
It's coming true from the soul.
No doubt. I mean, because music is therapy at the end of the day, and sometimes I treat my track as a pulpit. I don't necessarily have to be on rhyme. It don't have to be A-B rhyme. Like, I'm doing me in the song. So at the end of the day, that's why people again can relate to it so much, because I'm actually speaking about real life experiences. Yeah. And a lot of these people that I talk about in my songs, they've either seen in videos or they heard their voices over and over again. I featured my grandmother on 2 records. You know what I'm saying? I found tapes that she had when I was a child and she was talking to me or she was singing, and I actually put on Yesterday that was on King Remember the Time, and I put her on Live from the Underground to reprise her singing. And so people get to see that I Gotta Stay isn't just a song where I made up content. Like, no, that was actually a part of what I grew up in my childhood.
For sure.
Welcome to the Tracks Club.